So yesterday we were talking at lunch, and it seems some people are not aware of the visualizations and the way of meditating when we do the chanting in the evening. So I thought that I would explain it again, because people have come since the last time I explained it. And then also that way we'll have a video for that can be shown to new people who come. So I'll explain it over 3 days, because there's 3 different chants that we do. So with the first one, this one is from the Chinese Buddhist tradition, and we're chanting Namo Benzi Shakyamuni Fo, which means I pay homage to our fundamental teacher, or our root teacher, our basic teacher, Shakyamuni Buddha. Okay? And so when we're paying homage means to take refuge in and pay respect. Okay? And so here with the visualization, and here I'm describing it, taking what I know from the Tibetan tradition and applying it to this situation. Okay? So I haven't heard it explained by a Chinese master, but I'm using the Tibetan way of explaining things, and I think it fits perfectly. So in the space in front of you, then you do the refuge visualization. There's a complex refuge visualization where there's 1 large throne and 5 smaller thrones and so on, where you visualize the Buddha and then the different lineages and then the deities and Buddhas and bodhisattvas and arhats and dakadakinis and protectors and all. Or you could just visualize the Buddha, Shakyamuni, in the center, or the Buddha just surrounded by other Buddhas and bodhisattvas. And then it's nice to imagine yourself surrounded by all other sentient beings in human form, or think that all your previous lives are there with you appearing in human form, or put them both together, but it's a huge assembly of holy beings in front and ordinary beings together with you, and you are all paying homage to the Buddha together. Okay, and so when you're visualizing this, because with the Chinese chanting, we stay down a long time, it really gives you the chance to imagine a lot of very purifying white light comes from the Buddha or the Buddhas into you, completely filling your body, and into all the other beings around you and all your previous lives, everybody appearing as human beings, and everybody being filled with this white light, and really think that the negative karmas that we've created in the past are being completely purified, and the negative karmas other people have created likewise have been purified. In the Chinese tradition, this particular chant is done especially before ordination in order to purify negative karma, and also during repentance ceremonies. Okay? It's also nice to add to your visualization, how in the King of Prayers, the extraordinary aspiration of Samantabhadra, it talks about on each atom there is a Buddha surrounded by bodhisattvas. Yeah? And so to imagine in this whole thing that we visualize, that every atom of it contains a replica of what we're visualizing. Okay? And when you do this, then everything is just made of Buddhas and bodhisattvas, with all of us ordinary beings paying homage to them. And we think that we're leading everybody in paying homage. Okay? And so it's really beautiful when you do this, and it's a way of also bringing some kind of feeling of emptiness into it too, because you're not solid, the Buddhas aren't solid, everything's made of tiny atoms in which this whole situation is being replicated. So it's quite beautiful to do this. Personally speaking, when I have difficulty with somebody, then I very much put them in this visualization, specifically that person, and we're paying homage together. Or when there's something going on in the world that is very distressing, then I put all the people involved in it very specifically. I put them in the visualization. So I can't tell you the number of times that the President and the whole US Congress is bowing to the Buddha and saying, Namo Bensu Shakyamuni Fo. But I tell you, including all of them in this visualization really helps my mind, you know, and I hope maybe some good energy goes to Washington, D.C., you know, or, you know, now with the whole mess in Syria, putting all of those people, you know, I mean, Assad is prostrating to the Buddha, all the rebels, Al-Qaeda, everybody's bowing to the Buddha. And it really helps considerably to deal with these otherwise distressing world events in a constructive way. Okay, and everybody's getting purified, everybody's paying homage. So there's something, you know, because you're down for a long time, there's something very valuable for us to have our nose on the floor, you know, because usually our nose is up in the air. You know, we think we're so great. So it's very good for our practice to learn to be humble, you know, and to see our own faults, our own negativities, and sincerely want to purify them. And at the same time, you know, really connect to the Buddha, because it's this beautiful, blissful energy from the Buddha that is purifying us. You know? So this whole idea of purifying by having blissful energy, you know, go into us is very different from our usual Judeo-Christian, you know, theistic way, in which the way to purify is to feel guilty and beat yourself up. You know, that's the way some people see it. Yeah, I mean, I don't think real Christianity is like that, but that's the way some people see it. So here, you know, you're really focusing on, you're being purified by the bliss, you know, not by, oh, I'm such a horrible person, how could I have done that? You know, please, Buddha, forgive me, I'm so terrible. You know, it's just a thing of, you know, I made a mistake, I want to be free of this, I want to change. And the Buddha's on my side helping me do it. And he's there with the entire U.S. Congress. Can you imagine it? You know, John McCain and, you know, what's his name, Rand Paul, all these guys, you know, bowing to the Buddha. It's amazing. Yeah. So, very, very good way. Yeah. I think we could put the whole communist government in there too, you know, and that they're all purifying the negative karma they created with respect to Tibet and Tibetans. You know, so to bring about a good situation to that. Okay, so it's a very beautiful practice.